So there's a few different ways we like to describe low pressure based on how it's setting up, how it's forming, how it's progressing. And in the shortest possible terms, there's just a bit of a trough of low pressure. So not necessarily that really deep-seated, well-defined counterclockwise rotating low, although there's a little bit of rotation. But yeah, it's just central Alberta that is seeing the main effects of that trough. And of course, closer to the mountains where things are a little cooler, especially the higher elevations. But even down low, if you're traveling along the roads and highways, just be advised there is a chance of some snow initially out towards Jasper, but a little bit more as we head into Friday through parts of Banff. And of course, here in the south, things are looking pretty dry for Friday, but by Saturday, well, that's going to change. And when I talk about Saturday, I mean right away, first thing in the morning as that sun is rising, we're starting to see some rain roll its way up from the south. If you're out towards the Rockies, out towards, let's say, Crow's Nest Pass, Waterton Park, any of the surrounding areas, you're likely going to be getting some of that wet snow concoction in there as well. And don't think that it's just a brief bout in the morning, because even though that briefly tapers off, there are a few more rounds expected later on through the afternoon into the evening hours. And while initially it is expected to taper off a little bit through Saturday evening, there's still a few more rounds south of the border that are potentially going to be dropping a little bit more in the way of accumulation in this Lethbridge and surrounding areas. In fact, for most of southern Alberta as we progress through Saturday night into Sunday. So what are we talking when we're talking about accumulation? Well, you have to think about the Rockies as also including some snow. So the numbers are a little bit harder to pin down for just rainfall. But here in the Lethbridge and Medicine Hat areas over the next 48 hours at least, sort of in the ballpark of 5 to 7 millimeters. Of course, tonight fairly dry, overnight low of a slightly cooler but comfortable 4 degrees. And southern Alberta as a whole looking at similar temperatures. But we're back up to around 16 for tomorrow. And most of southern Alberta sort of in the same boat when it comes to those mid-teen temperatures. And then we're back to some cooler 11s and 12s for Saturday and Sunday.